Hey guys, so a couple of days ago, I released a video where I got Claude Code to basically help me scrape specific businesses in a specific area code and give me a list of 10 businesses and also their website. And using a specific skill called Impeccable, Claude Code can basically redesign the whole site. So this is, for example, the old site, and this one is the new one. And it uses the same images, the same context. It understands the whole business. I even went ahead and created a blog section. So if you guys want to learn more about how I did that, link is down below. But a lot of people have been asking me about Impeccable, the skill that I use to redesign the site. Specifically, like how to get started, what are different use cases that you can do with Impeccable. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing just that. I'm going to give you all like a quick little getting started guide on how to use Impeccable, how to get started, and show you the different commands with this skill to get the best out of your design inside of Claude Code. But anyways, guys, before we get started with today's video, I'd love to invite you all to my Discord community, the Creator Network, where a bunch of different startup founders, designers, developers from all around the world, and we get together every single weekday to talk about different tools and topics. So if you guys are interested, please check the link down below. And this is Impeccable's website, Impeccable Design Fluency for AI Harness. And I really love this graphic on the left. This is the before. You have the purple gradient, interfont, generic copy, cards on cards. And then you go over here to the after, and you have this very, very nice card design with a really interesting font, like for this pink font up here and for the header font. The cool thing is that this website, I believe, was built with Impeccable because I've used Impeccable quite a few times already this past week, and I can really tell that this site was built with Impeccable. So this is like quite a good idea of what you'll get. They even have this Chrome extension that you can open and you can scan a page. So for example, this is a lovable design that I created a long time ago as an example. And we get like these highlights of anti-patterns. And if you go to their website, they have a whole page describing what anti-patterns are. And these are basically patterns that Impeccable teaches against. And these are things that have to do with visual details, typography, color and contrast. So for example, under color and contrast, you have dark mode with glowing accents, or you have a gradient text. And so I can go back to this lovable design and I can see, all right, this has a cramped padding. This has an AI color palette, purple violet gradient background, has an overused font. Primary font is Inter. Also with Roboto, we have this layout property animation, transition height. So that's basically like this little animation that we get when it opens. But anyways, to get started, it's pretty simple. And there are two requisites. The first one is that you have to use, Claude Code, Cursor, Gemini, or Codex CLI. And the second thing is that a project with at least one HTML or component file you want to improve. So you have to start with something. And so we can start in Claude Code. I'm using anti-gravity Claude Code extension. Help me scan 5 business websites by searching zip code and niche, and let me select one so that you can help me redesign the site using no skills, just your design judgment. And when redesigning the site, please use their existing images and context from their current site. So let's go ahead and submit that as a first prompt. And so it's asking me what zip code and what niche. I'm just going to do, for example, let's do a dentist, and the zip code, we can put like something like this. And then we get 5 different options. Let's just choose one of these. For this tutorial, I like this one because it has a lot of images that we can use, and it has sort of a clear branding with this green gradient and this blue gradient. So we can try this out. So we're just gonna select this name. All right, and the result is this. We get pretty much a very similar color scheme. We have the same photos because I recognize this photo from the original website. I can scroll down. Design doesn't look so bad. We have these nice fonts. This is pretty new from Claude. Claude by itself is actually doing a pretty good job with design, I'd say. We have 7 dentists, 1 practice every specialty. These are the real images from their website. And scrolling down, we have a little issue over here, but it's okay. This is our first draft without Impeccable, just with Claude, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this extension over here. And when we scan the page, we get 26 different anti-patterns. So we have this low contrast text, all caps body text. We have a primary font that's being used a lot, Inter. We have skipped heading level H2 followed by H4, missing H3, skipped heading level H2 followed by H5. So we have a few issues over here, specifically with the fonts, with the typography. I see low contrast text, so there's some text over here, low contrast text. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to Claude Code, and to get started, we can install this from the root of our project. So we can run this, or we can just give this to Claude Code and it'll run it for us. And this auto detects your harness and writes the skills files to the right location, example, Claude skills or cursor skills. And then we'd have to reload our harness, which is Claude Code in this case, and type slash, where you would see impeccable, polish, critique, and the other commands in the autocomplete. So let's run this first. Let's copy this. Let's go ahead and paste this in the chat. And then it's installing this impeccable skills. So you can see skills, and this is the impeccable GitHub repo. It says installed 17 skills from impeccable added to agent skills. It says heads up, they won't appear in this session's available skills list. Claude Code loads skills at startup. So restart Claude Code or open a new session and they'll be invocable via /impeccable. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this, and then let's go ahead and open up a new session and click on slash, and we can search IMP, impeccable. There we have it. And then it says the impeccable skill supports 3 modes: impeccable teach, craft, or extract. And so for impeccable teach, it's going to ask you a few things just so that you can give impeccable a little bit more context as to what you're building. So who's this product for? What is the brand voice in 3 words? What should the interface feel like? Any visual references, anti-references? So we can go ahead and start with impeccable teach. Click on paste, and it's going to ask you these different questions. So context, is this a real client engagement, portfolio, or your own practice? And what was wrong with the current live site? Then we have what's working and not working. We have the brand personality. Pick 3 words. So you can pick like one of these 3 different words. References and anti-references, theme, language. And so the answers I give it is like a real client. The client says that it looks too much like a WordPress template. So, and there's also no clear CTA in the hero navbar. And I want to refine the same direction. I want it to be modern, approachable, and Latin warm. This is because it's like in an area in Miami that's, you know, a lot of Spanish speakers live there. We have no references, although we can obviously add more references if we wanted to. And for the theme, this gets used mostly by phones, and it should be light mode and language, English and Spanish. So let's submit this. All right, and it gives me like a summary of what I want. So ready when you are, likely next step is impeccable craft. So we want to do impeccable craft, the homepage. And once it's done, it gives us this, right? There are a few things that need polishing like this over here, but as you can see, I can like hover, I can highlight text. We get this nice orange color. You know, this is a little bit too big, but I'm going to show you how to fix it really quickly. And then we get some new sections. So we get this like little ticker under the hero section. We get nice layouts. We get these green, like very nice sections that we can kind of learn about the different services that they offer. We have the different people in this really interesting layout, not very, you know, horizontal, but like kind of like in the step type of layout, as you can see. We can then scroll down. We have, you know, pretty much it's a new site, new design, pretty nice. But obviously there are a few things that we can fix. So for example, like this hero text, there's like 3 different colors. It's too big. We have this line, we have this dot. It doesn't look good. So over here, I can just go and type polish. So polish. All right, and after that polish step, we get a much nicer design, I'd say. So you can see we get our different sections. Pretty much all the other ones look the same, maybe a little bit different in some places, but now our hero section looks much more polished. And another thing that we can try is we can hit critique, and critique runs a full design review with scoring, persona tests, and automated detection. So as you can see over here, this is the before, this is the after, and you can kind of see the markdown file that it gives Claude in order to run this critique. So you are acting as a senior design director, performing an independent critique of a homepage redesign. You have no prior context from the conversation. Read everything fresh. So we have this AI slop verdict. We have Nielsen's 10 heuristics. So it's going to give us a score for each one of these 10 points. And then it's going to give us a report out of a total 40 points. And it has a few other different things that it's going to do as well. And it's still generating, but it gave it a pretty low score, 23 out of 40, mid. It called its own design mid. So what I'm going to try to do here is once it's finished generating, I'm going to ask it to implement the changes that it's saying over here, like implement those changes to the current design to get the score up to as close as possible to 40. So I'm going to say try to implement these changes to get the score up as close as possible to 40. All right, and now it's made a new table. So Before, after, we have visibility of system status from 2 to 4, match system from 3 to 4, user control and freedom from 2 to 3. And it says here that those are shape plus dev work, not design polish. And basically shape is think before you build, produce a design brief through discovery. And so the final command that I want to show you guys today is animate. And the slash animate is purposeful motion that conveys state, not decoration. So we have a static layout before, and then we have this choreographed entrance after. So as you can see, things start popping in where the header pops in first, then the subheading, and then the rest of the things pop in as you scroll. And it's supposed to feel smooth, feel natural, and have appropriate timing. All right, and now it says that the motion has been added. So as you can see, I refresh my page and things start to move naturally. I can scroll down like so, and things start to pop up. We have this nice little delay as we get to that specific area of the screen. And just like that, our site is now animated. And we can click on the inspect to also test out the mobile view. So as you can see, the mobile view is also has this like nice animation to the different sections. And yeah, that's just like a little bit. I think we just covered like maybe 20% of Impeccable today, but there are so many things that you can do. Like for example, delight. You have small moments of personality that turn functional into memorable. So for example, over here, you have this boring little milestone reached component, but then it can look very nice afterwards. We have things like quieter, for example. We have things like typeset. We have overdrive. And I'm going to link this doc down in the description below for you guys to check out. But you can basically read through all of these different things, and all of these commands are already there inside of that skill. And so all you have to do is go like this and type that thing that you want, that command that you want. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down in the comments below. And like always, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.